Today's video is mostly about an article that I recently read from Bonita Stewart. Bonita Stewart is a vice president at Google, and she talks about 6 things that she looks for in an interview, in a job interview. The 6 items that Bonita frequently looks for in an interview are 6 things that I often recommend for folks to demonstrate in an interview. These are 6 things that I look for in an interview, and any reasonable supervisor or manager would also look for these 6 things. My name is Adam Ross Nelson, and I'm a data scientist. This channel is for current and aspiring data professionals who are looking to enter and level up in the field. If that's a topic that you're interested, be sure to hit subscribe and also hit the bell button so that you'll get notification when there are new videos. So let's talk about these 6 things that you should demonstrate in an interview. Real quickly, the first one is talk about transferable skills. You need to talk about transferable skills even if you're not changing fields. An employer is looking for transferable skills because they are looking to make a long-term investment in you. The more transferable skills that you have, the more likely it is that their long-term investment will pay off. The more you talk about your transferable skills and the more that you demonstrate that you have transferable skills, the more likely it is that you'll be able to contribute to the team in new, unique, and unanticipated ways. There is no downside to talking about transferable skills in an interview. The second piece of advice is ask a lot of questions. There is no downside to asking questions in an interview. And my advice on this particular point is don't wait until the end of the interview when your interviewer gives you the opportunity to ask questions. The article that I'll link to in the notes for this particular video suggests asking, what does your team need that isn't already being done now? Another one is, how can I contribute in ways that go beyond the job listing and responsibilities? One of my favorite questions to ask in an interview is, what's the niche that you're looking for this person to fill on the team? What's the niche? What's the information that you're looking to have them do for the team that's not necessarily written in the job description? Of course, an interview is an opportunity for the employer to learn about you and to learn about things that you can't necessarily effectively communicate in a cover letter or a resume. And an interview is also an opportunity for you to learn those things about the team and about the organization. And it's important to ask, tell me about yourselves, tell me about aspects of the team, tell me about aspects of the organization that I wouldn't learn from the job posting or from my other research. The next piece of advice from Bonita is a piece of advice that I sort of agree with, sort of don't agree with. It says, list accomplishments, but don't make it all about me. She says, I admire and respect people who embrace the we mindset. Of course, that slice is in more than one way. The we mindset is an important one. This is about sharing credit, this is about giving credit, this is about distributing credit, this is about letting other people shine, as appropriate. However, in an interview, you also need to be able to talk about your skills, your contributions, and your accomplishments. So the bottom line here is, don't be afraid to talk about yourself and sell yourself. This is a job interview, and if you don't sell yourself, nobody else is going to sell yourself. So practice this one and work on making it a balance between selling yourself, talking about your accomplishments, your skills, your unique abilities, but also balance that by talking about how you get along and how you make that work in a team environment. The fourth item that Bonita talks about is be sure to take ownership of your mistakes. I really like this particular piece of advice because in my own personal life, I know over and over and over again, folks are generally more interested in my mistakes than they are in my successes. I know that because as I'm a writer on Medium and also as I make videos online, the videos and the articles that talk about my mistakes are far and away the ones that get read the most and watched the most. So the lesson of this story is do not be afraid to talk about your mistakes. Not only do they make for more interesting stories, but also gracefully talking about your mistakes is a skill. Learning from your mistakes is a skill, and showing that you know how to learn from your mistakes is an important skill, and it is something that will impress any employer. Before moving on to the next and the final items in this particular list, if you're finding this video valuable, make sure that you hit subscribe and also hit that bell button. The fifth item from Bonita is personal agility. This is about embracing change. This is about having a growth mindset. Personal agility and a growth mindset are important. I'm not sure that I agree that it's important or that it's even possible to really demonstrate that in a job interview. But it won't hurt to tell stories about how you have learned and how you have grown and how you have a growth mindset in the work setting. The sixth item on Bonita's list is show that you work well with others. Showing that you work well with others is, of course, a really important goal. This one goes back to one of the earlier items on talking about your accomplishments, but placing those accomplishments in the context of a team and a group, showing how your accomplishments contributed to the team and how the team contributed to how you achieved your accomplishments. That's it. That's my take on the 6 items that Bonita looks for in a job interview. I hope this video was helpful to you. I look forward to seeing you in another video. Don't forget, you're more ready than you think you are. Hit subscribe, check out these other videos, and let's connect. I look forward to being in touch.